Hey, it's the unapologetic therapist, creator of the Phoenix Therapy Method. As a Phoenix rising homeschool single mom who loves the beach, mountains, sleeping, and food, I teach passive income generation, six-figure income generation, how to utilize speaking engagements and writing and publishing to generate income and get your message out to the masses, as well as how pain, codependency, and addiction is correlated to unresolved emotions and trauma. Today we're going to talk about value and creation. I've been thinking a lot of the value that can come from creation. I often ask soon to be parents why they want a child, and different answers come from different ones over the years. But the one thing I feel as far as why I became a parent is to give to the world something of impact, to send forth, spring forth into the world someone who would shake it up in a way that no one else would. My daughter is a firecracker. She has her own personality, she's her own person, and you would never guess she came from the two most introverted parents. She's strongly and mighty and confident and outspoken and the most gregarious child I've ever met. She never meets a stranger. And I was that way to some degree until about the age of 8. And then I moved into a more introverted role and stayed there to this day. I can work a room with ease, but my natural state is introversion. I do a lot of what I do to show her what's possible, and I want to open her eyes to the fact that she can accomplish anything with hard work and determination, and she can make a lot of money doing what she loves. Going into business for myself as radically and has always radically changed my life, and it will change my life as I keep doing it. I even went into full-time business because of her. I never wanted to leave her, I never wanted to miss a moment, and I wanted to show her what was possible. I spent all my time with her as a homeschooling mom, being with her as her mother, of course, but also showing her how to run a business with ease. And that is heavily my responsibility. I feel like as a responsible parent, it's my responsibility to show her what's possible. And in this case, how building a business can really come with ease and grace. And both in thinking about being a parent and being a business owner, failing at either one of those is just not an option. Um, I feel like that's why I try so hard so that I don't fail in those arenas. I want to show her that business building requires determination, but it also begets this orgasmic evolutionary return. It feels good to show people what's possible, what they can accomplish through tenacity, and how they can create a sizable income through their passion. Creating something has a way of giving you a restoration of self love and confidence, seeing what you can do and how far you can come and how you can rebound from hiccups in everyday life can really summon this level of confidence that nothing else can. I believe in restoration and rebuilding and rising above. I've had to do that a lot over the last 3 years, more than I ever have before in my life. And in creating magic, living and loving what I do and enjoying each moment, I've really been able to see what rising above the ashes that try to consume you can do. It really can bring about a level of confidence and self-love and resiliency. I enjoy helping people create what they love and loving the life they live and living the life that they love and creating and recreating what they love so they can prosper from their passion. I want everyone to have the best days of their life because they're living out their dreams. And the sooner they know what they desire, the sooner they can go after it. I know I need days at the beach, so I created a life where that's possible. I invite you to make the best decision of your life. Choose you, start your own business, grab hold of life, and go into the direction of your most inherent dreams. One reason passive income is so important to me is I want to enjoy life and not sit at my desk and stare at a screen. I also want to serve in a greater capacity to as many as possible. And passive income allows me to give back, to serve, to prosper with more ease. Creating six figures and beyond allows me to create impact, serve more, give back. I can hire staff and travel and be philanthropic and give to my daughter the best things that life can offer. And she deserves the best things in life, and so do I. I ultimately started and feel passionate about speaking engagements and getting your message out through speaking gigs and publishing on multiple platforms because I believe that people need to hear what you have to say and what I have to say. I think voices need to be heard from every perspective. Even if we don't agree with what the person is saying, it doesn't negate its need to be heard. And someone will resonate, and that person needs to know they're not alone, and someone else feels similarly, and in a way that their voice can be heard too. I believe it's of great importance to be heard and to be paid for your most inherent talents and thoughts. Speaking engagements afford that. Publishing affords that. And I have been in public speaking my whole life and paid very well for it. When I say I've had a proven system, it's because I tried it myself and I know that it works and garners great results. What I teach in my programs is a combination of a simple yet powerful need that has been utilized in tools and techniques with great success over the 20 years of my business. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time, but time really does fly pretty fast. And I don't like cookie cutter, and I've gotten flack for that. So instead, I would say customize a state of the art, step by step training to give you and deliver great results. And what it takes from you is decisiveness. And that is all it takes to start your journey with me. Decide you don't want to work 40 years to live off 40% or less of what you've made. You don't want to slave and bring life to someone else's dream, and you don't want to punch a time clock and beg for time off and a raise. That 50 cent does go a long way, though. And you don't want to be bumping your head against a ceiling someone else created, suffocating in a box created by someone else. You want to live a life you love and love the life you live. And also, I provide financing. There's no way you can say you can't afford it. I have various options based solely on the fact that any budget can afford at least one. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 options that are there for you to choose from. And I'm sure at some of one of those levels, it should be doable. If this is something you really want, you're going to find a way to afford it. And you need to decide today what you want and go after it. At this point in your life, no one is holding you back but you. There's no reason why women can't plan their life, their finances, their retirement on their own. It's sometimes thought that a man has to plan. However, that's not always the case. Women should be planning for every aspect of her life. She should be responsible for her own future. Women, you think about your future and what you want to accomplish so you can choose and choose how you will enjoy life. As a woman, even as comfortable as this is for me to discuss, I think about my mom and God bless her. She's strong and vibrant and alive, and I think very, very brilliant. She's kind of where Roberta Flack meets Jackie O. But I see her shrinking, and it irks my nerve. I know even in her shrinking, she's choosing to shrink. But to see her cave to someone else and cave into what they want, it sets a fire off in me, an alarm. I teach my daughter to speak up and be heard. I know we all need to think about this because there will come a time when you have to know how much is in the bank, what are your options, and plan ahead. Those things are important. You have to start planning so you are ready and prepared with no worries for when the day finally comes and you want to move or live or travel or retire. Being decisive is required. A big part of being heard is required every single day. Many think they have plenty of time to think about retirement. However, this is not always the case. It's not ever too early to start planning for your future. You need to know that you're secure. You have taken the right steps to prepare yourself and the rest of your family for what's going to lie ahead for you down the road. You need to feel comfortable knowing that you've taken the time to plan for whatever comes into your life. With the right knowledge for you, you can have the tools to live a life you love. Now, let's take my mom, for example. She's a guru at fashion. So is a recent client I just signed. Start small. Blog about fashion. Go to Patreon and have a subscription where people pay about $10 a month to come on and you come on and help them plan a wardrobe for a week or a special event. Or you do Q&As about fashion or whatever your area of expertise is. And you move on to creating a magazine with a quarterly subscription. You can create the magazine, and it's a site called Flip, and it's super friendly. You can create almost anything in there. I used to use it for a while to create my sales pages. Move on to an online store and make even six Stitch. I can't even talk today. And maybe even give Stitch Fix a run for their money. Become a virtual shopper for a specific population or demographic. Design a perfume or a wig line. I had a client who's a hairstylist. In fact, she's my hairstylist. And I encourage her all the time to get into entrepreneurship and create a line of her own, a wig line of her own. There are so many ways to create passive income, earn six figures, seven figures plus, create an involved platform where you can have people listening to you and hearing your story and thinking about what you feel and resonating with you on specific issues that are pertinent to you and the ones that it's also pertinent to them. So they're going to listen to you and they're going to resonate. And these issues are important to you and to them. They mean a lot to you and to them. So you should get out there and get your voice heard about it. Don't wait anymore. If you think you can't accomplish your goals for any number of limiting, albeit untrue, beliefs, you can. You can have anything you want. And if you don't think you can have anything you want, let's chat. Please. I get sick to my stomach when I hear friends and families say that they can't have XYZ because of ABC, which is a lame, trumped up belief that can be reprogrammed if you choose it to be. I can't make the change for you. I can support you and be there with you when you decide, but you first have to decide you want more. Take the time, please, and consider what you want and reach out to me, and I would love to support you in that endeavor to make your dreams a reality. Take it out of the dream zone and permanently relocate into the reality zone. Oh, and by the way, playing it safe is for the birds. The only safety there is in knowing it's safe to follow your dreams and go after it. The choice is yours. Take matters into your own hand now and make things happen so you have the money to go and do whatever you want when you're ready to enjoy the rest of your life. Your life starts from this day forward. If you want to garner my magical, in-depth, highly captivating, amazingly awesome support, check the information in the comments. I would love to support you in any way that I can. I have portals, I have funnels, I have things that really you could utilize to help you with speaking engagements, creating six figures, creating passive income, publishing your story. The things that are passionate to me, I know I'm not the only one. So if you would like support, like I said, garner my magical, in-depth, high-touch, intuitively captivating support by checking the information in the comments. I will see you on the other side.